Hello, Francesca Ragucci here, CEO of Francesca Ragucci Marketing. Today, let's talk about managing client expectations. I have real experience with this right now because thus far in the year 2020, I am having moments in conversation where we as a company are talking about different discussion points with social media outside of, let's say, just the company service and the types of clients we're working with. And I'm going to take the time with you today to dissect a couple of those questions and go in deep depth about why these are realistic questions, especially for individuals who are new to social media. Now, I want you to look at your business, whether you are whatever industry you're in, to be quite honest, because in every industry, in every profession, when you're working with clients, your clients have a level of expectation. And it is up to you to really gauge the scale of how real those expectations are, because your client doesn't know. Your client is coming to you because you know. So you want to say, okay, let's take these expectations and how can we mitigate them and make them more realistic for us to have a prosperous relationship. So let's get into some specifics right now. Managing client expectations when it comes to follower growth. For example, let's say one of the client expectations are they want to gain 1,000 followers per month on social. Now, I'm only speaking with my company and the experience that we're having with clients. This may be different for you. I'm prefacing that. However, you can learn from these conversations. So when a client comes in and they say they want to gain 1,000 followers per month as a goal, for example. Well, from a realistic standpoint, when a client is so new, or when you're so new to social media, it is a challenge to gain you 1,000 followers per month. That's the point of where we need to say, how do we make an 1,000 follower growth real as compared to the results that we as a company are at this time able to produce? I do not guarantee any results by numbers. And what I mean by that is I don't say to a client that we guarantee them X amount of followers or X amount of likes or X amount of reach, for example, because I am only in so much conversation when it comes to the actual social media account. I am basically subject, the client is subject to social media and what social media policies are as far as how the platforms actually work. So a conversation and saying that it is unrealistic for a new client to gain 1,000 followers per month. Now, could this happen? Absolutely. They may have a month where they gain 1,000 followers. The thing is, promising too high is going to, it's going to hurt you and it's going to hurt your business because you made such a high promise to your client in the beginning and you couldn't fulfill it, or you know you can't, or you know that certain circumstances are out of your reach. Like with me for social media, I'm subject with every strategy and every post to what Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, and Twitter, how they judge it. I'm not the judge, so I can't say to a client that we guarantee a reach of 3,000 people because one of the posts may reach 800, one may reach 2,000, one may reach 500. It all depends. As soon as you put a post out there on social media, it's out there. And it's what social media decides to do with it, especially when you're posting organically. I've had Instagram for quite a few years, and I can certainly recall that on Instagram, I used to garner way more likes than I do now. That's out of my control. You know, I'm in a realistic place where, hey, like my desire is to be a public figure. My desire is to be a sought after speaker and go to all these universities and have a wide range of national clientele. But to be quite frank, I don't have 1 million followers. I have a few thousand followers at this time. So I am, like these public figures. People see public figures. Lewis Howes, Gary Vaynerchuk. These are two people who I like. Marie Forleo, whoever, The Rock, you know, a lot of people like him, so I put him out there. But like, those individuals have a large amount of followers because they're sought after people. And they're people who a lot of people think about every day. Like, I think about, ooh, what did Gary Vee post today? You know, I don't think about The Rock, but someone may think about what he put out today because his content is motivational. These are sought after public figures, huge names in the industries, very well-known international names who people are naturally looking for. The masses are searching for these individuals. The masses are not searching for me right now, you know? So you have to be realistic about your status in that regard. Now, there may be some people searching for me, but I'm not at that level, okay? And that's me being realistic. I'm not at that level. I don't have 10K followers. I hope to have 10K one day. But for me to make a goal to have 10K followers is way too extraneous for where I am right now. I have 3,000 approximately. For me it's more real to say, okay, how am I going to go from 3,000 to 500? I'm not going to put so many rules and goals and say, I have to grow my followership 500 people today. That's not real. So what we're doing at this time, and these consultations that I've been on with my team member in 2020, yes, 2020, so far have been so eye-opening in actually managing expectations. Because if a client comes in and they don't know social media, the business, they come in and they say they want to gain 20 clients in the first month, we can't promise them that because their account is so new. I couldn't, even if I know that I can achieve them, let's say 20 clients in a month, which is a very high for social media, especially when someone's new, I would never say it to them. I live the motto of, you know, what is that? You know, under promise, over deliver. I don't say it, but like, that's a little bit of what like my thought process is when joining clients for the first time. It's here's what we can certainly offer. We can certainly offer strategy. We can certainly offer the content. We can certainly offer relationship growth. We can certainly offer followership growth and give the client analytics so they're empowered to understand what's going on in this process. I can't make specific goal-oriented promises. And that's something that we're now having a discussion with our clients because they tell us, you know, two of the things they tell us is what everyone tells us. They want to grow their reputation and they want to gain business. Well, if you realistically look at those two sentences, they're extraordinarily general. So one of the ways that we're now mitigating these sentences is how can we get a little more certain? You know, what are their levels when it comes to follower growth? Are these clients wanting to gain 10,000 followers? Do these clients not care about followerships or likes and want to focus on relationship? If I have one client who cares about the engagement more than the relationships, then we're going to focus our strategy more to engagement. If we have a client who does not want to be adorned by the masses, but wants extreme specificity within their strategy, even if they get less likes or followership, that's how we're going to approach them. So I'm changing up the conversation here with managing expectations because we need to be realistic because we represent social media. Francesca Ragucci Marketing, on that consultation, the client's not familiar with my business. They're familiar with social media. So I am a direct representative for social media. And that means that my company needs to understand the policies and the compliance within social, which the social compliances change over time. You can't go on social media now and follow 5,000 people in one day. Instagram's going to block your account and you're done. You know, so I can't offer a service that says we're going to follow, 5,000 people in a day. I can certainly say you can expect to see 100 following accounts in a month. Out of those 100 following accounts, let's see who followed back. So we can only, as a company with our clients, we can only promise what we have full control over. We don't have control over who messages back or who follows back. So for me to guarantee that the followership, not following, the followership is going to increase 1,000 people in 6 months, that's a really hard guarantee, especially given the status of the client's account. The client's seeing a follower growth of 50 followers per month, you know, going from that to 1,000 count in 6 months is an extremely high expectation. We can certainly get there. We can certainly uncover ways to try to get there and make efforts towards that, which is why now in my client consultations, I have a questionnaire way before a client gets on call, because the call is the last step. The client is going on francescaragucci.com/monthly marketing plan to fill out the what is your social media personality quiz. And they're learning for themselves in regards to the service level they want and the investment, what 2 prospective plan options look like for them, so they can best move forward with our company with a plan that is balanced for them in the areas that they're looking for. Again, if a client wants to gain business, but there's less of a care to how much followers they have, it's going to be slightly different in our approach with this client, because we're going to strategize and act on the account in different ways than we are with a client who cares more about reaching the masses within their account. So those nuances of so that's a goal. Like, is your goal to reach the masses, or is your goal to be highly specific with those who you're following and who are engaging with your posts? Those are realistic goals that we can look to working together to achieve. So managing client expectations, that's it. That's the overview of it for now. I'm 100% positive I will continue to come back with more client expectation videos, because it's an incredibly new topic that I've yet to see talked about on YouTube or any social media platform, managing client expectations. Hello, we're talking about it here first, and that's a lot of fun. It's fun to create content topics or video topics that are new to the environment that have yet for discussion. So new content topics that have yet in discussion are spoken about the first time on Francesca Ragucci's channel. That's me. So subscribe. I welcome you to leave a comment on some of your clients' expectations or how you manage expectations in that first consultation call. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.